Good morning, everyone. Prepper Nurse One here. A little windy, but I'll show you that up here. A little windy, but beautiful, beautiful day. All right, today is August 7th. It is Monday, 2023. So a couple things I wanted to address with you guys real quick. Somebody had made a statement again about the whole lawn cutting thing, and I just wanted to address it. And they said, well, why don't you do it first thing in the morning? And here we are. I'm going to show you this right here. You see the dew on the leaves here of the grass blades? All right. Now this right now, it's 10:30 in the morning. You try to come out here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the dew on the grass is going to end up causing you to have problems cutting the grass, and it's going to be wet and it's not going to be fun. So trying to cut the grass first thing in the morning is not ideal. It just doesn't work. So just wanted to share that with you guys. But anyhow, they lied. It was supposed to be raining at this point in time. And apparently it's not. As you can see, we got pretty much clear blue skies, which is good. So I'm hoping that this afternoon I can get a chance to cut some more grass. That'll be great, right? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? That's a good girl. All right, guys. Thank you, Hella. She jumped up on me. And I wasn't expecting it. I should have expected it because I should know better. All right. I wanted to talk to you about food security. If you guys, anybody been paying attention to what's been going on, we're talking about China. They just had the typhoon come through and destroyed, flooded a huge area of the rice, soybeans, and I believe wheat as well, in an area of China that produces like 1/5 of all their food that they need to have. This is on top of earlier in the year they had flooding and then extreme drought afterwards in an area where they produce their wheat. And actually, I believe it was just before they were getting ready to harvest that wheat that they ended up having the problems. I'll show you how pretty that is. God, that's pretty. But anyway, when you are talking about trying to feed as many people as China has, you need to have food security. When you lose a tremendous amount of your crops that you were counting on to feed your people, that ends up causing a problem. And that's never a good thing. Never a good thing. Food security is really, really important. We never know what may happen. We never know what could come up that's going to cause us to have issues. There's no guarantee year to year that your crops are going to come in, that it's going to be a good year, that the weather's going to cooperate, that everything is going to go well, and that you're not going to have any issues. There's no guarantee of any of that. So, trying to grow in more controlled environments, that sounds great. I know, like I said, right now with China, they had their greenhouses that they had over there, and because of the flooding and everything else, a lot of that was destroyed. That's obviously a huge problem, for them. And, they just, when you think about the scale of that, it's actually quite scary that something, weather can definitely affect, what's going to happen. But here's the thing that blows me away. And I see this repetition. Oh, it's climate change. Oh, it's climate change. The weather's changed forever, folks. Storms are going to come in. Typhoons are going to come in. Hurricanes are going to come in. Tornadoes are going to happen. All right? That's been going on forever. And so they're pushing this climate change agenda. So I would caution you to be careful with that. If they're pushing an agenda doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. That's all I'm saying, is we have experienced it in the recent past, okay? Pay attention to what is going on. Like I said, the weather has been changing forever and a day, and it's going to continue to change. Areas of the country that were warm have been cold in the past. You look at the Finger Lakes in New York. How were the Finger Lakes formed, folks? By the receding waters of the last ice age. So at some point, New York State was completely under a huge block of ice. Huge block of ice. And as those waters receded, they carved out the Finger Lakes. And obviously the Great Lakes were a big part of that as well. So that's something that, if you lived in that time period and then it started to warm up, you could say, oh my God, look at how the climate is changing. It's amazing how a play of words and you have these morons, and I use that term loosely, that, oh, well, we need to stop farming. It's causing too much change. Where do you think you get your food from if the farmers aren't out there producing that food? It's insanity to me. I want to encourage you all to prepare the best way that you possibly can. Try to have as much food on hand as you possibly can, because again, there's no guarantee of anything. It's the importance of getting through that first winter is huge. So the more food that you have prepared and stocked up and stored away is going to give you that advantage to be able to get through when the majority of people haven't got a clue and haven't done anything or are not prepared. So a few things to think about, okay? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Is there a concern about food? Do you feel that there is a concern about food and food security? Do we have enough? Can we take care of our people? And if they can't take care of their own country, like a country like China or a country like the United States, who are we depending on? You need to depend on yourselves, okay? So I want to hear your feedback. I would like to hear what you guys have to say. Remember, guys, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can come together and figure that one out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? Please be safe, continue to prep, continue to get ready. Remember, getting through that first winter is key. In any kind of a situation, major disaster, whatever the case may be, making it through that first winter is key. Prepare accordingly. All right? Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.